What's up, Epic 7? Before the stream starts today, I want to give a special shout out to my sponsor, Huawei AppGallery. Huawei AppGallery is an app store platform which includes games, social media, and pretty much any app you could want across 18 different categories. But what's most important to us is they offer insane savings off your in-app purchases through events, coupons, and discounts. Huawei AppGallery has saved me tons of money across the games that I play, and I know they can do the same for you. Check out the link in the description of this VOD for information on how to start saving with Huawei AppGallery today. What's up, Epic 7? How you guys doing? Surprise! Shit showed up a week early. What's up, Raguna? El Chalupa Cabres. How you doing? Why is my multi-chat not working? Let me refresh this. Hang on here. Okay. Why is this not working right? Give me a second. I hate doing this shit without multi-chat, so give me a second to check this up. Okay, refreshing and load. Hello. Okay, now you guys say hello back. Say it back. Okay, multi-chat's working. Good job. Good morning, Epic 7. How you guys doing today? So, I woke up this morning to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 DMs saying, balance patch, they removed 15%. You guys love spoiling shit. So, news has dropped. We got things to talk about, and that's pretty exciting. I can't believe that I just finished making 2 complete guides on how to do hunts, and then they removed 15%. That's the content treadmill continues. We love spoilers, right? I know, Bruce Willis is dead at the end of Sixth Sense. Luke Skywalker is Darth Vader's son. Legit, not even kidding. A guy calls me up and Taz says, have you seen the new Star Wars movie? They killed Han Solo. I can't believe it. He didn't wait for me to answer, have I seen it? He just blurted that shit out. Friendship over. You had Sixth Sense spoiled while it was out? Yeah. You know what was the one movie that I think got spoiled for everybody and didn't get spoiled for me was From Dusk Till Dawn. I'm not going to spoil it just because it's an older movie, and there might be like 5 of you out there who haven't seen From Dusk Till Dawn. Go watch it and don't research anything about it before you watch it. Just go in raw. Because the twist in that is so fucking impactful if you don't see it coming. Holy shit. It just makes you go, wait, what the fuck just happened? How do you beat Salome in story mode? Maybe we'll do that after we talk about the balance patch. We'll go into and do some of the story. How can I get your nice hat? You have to fight me for it. What do I think about Salome? I think she is currently being very underrated and she needs to find her place, and it's the typical thing. Oh, Diane needs a buff. She doesn't do any damage. Oh, Iseria is unplayable. She totally needs a buff. Oh, Nodos is not going to be usable at all. He just looks easy to kill. That one was me. Needs a buff. I mean, Good fucking God. When are people going to learn that, like, you need at least a week for these unique niche kits that are unusual and didn't exist before to kind of mellow out and find their place in the game. But for new players, though, I strongly recommend you do not pull for Salome, and you give it about a week, maybe a week and a half, let it mellow out and let her find a place and then make a decision on what to do with your mystics. I'd hate for you to miss out on something important, pulling something that's going to be a footnote, but I will also tell you that when was the last shitty mystic we had? When was the last shitty ML5? Anybody? Anybody remember when the last one we had that didn't really do well? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, exactly. So, you know, maybe that just means we were due and this is it, but I think she is way better than people are giving her credit for. Every balance patch is just a buff to Salome. Yeah, right? You initially had no units, now you have all units. What's up, Gab? So let's go check out this balance patch that just dropped and is a week early. I have asked Smilegate what's going on with this, because balance patch showing up a week early is very unusual, because that would mean we are on a 2 weeks maintenance cycle, because balance patches require maintenances. They've only ever done one balance patch without a maintenance before, and it was a disaster. It was rife with bugs and missing assets and things not working right. They need a balance patch to go in and push these changes. So it looks like we might be into another 2 week maintenance cycle instead of a 3 week this time around. Pretty good chance that they're doing it because of the E7 Masters. They're trying to like line everything up, so maybe it's not unexpected, but here we go. So let's talk about the May the 7th bounce patch adjustment preview. What is coming? Hello, heirs. This is Epic 7. We sincerely appreciate the interest and support of all of our heirs who have continued their adventures with us in Epic 7. This is an advance notice regarding the 6 heroes and 8 artifacts. Wow, 8 artifacts scheduled for regular balance adjustment following the update on 5.7, including changes to effects in the imprint circuit board. They're changing the imprint circuit board. This is probably the change to 15% that everybody spoiled for me, but let's see what else they're going to do with the imprint circuit board. Balance adjustment targets. Okay, show me Faithless Lidica. They forgot the word Faithless in front of Lidica. They forgot the word Spectre in front of Tenebria. Okay, well, we got Arbiter Vildred, interesting. Pirate Captain Flan, hell yeah. Tenebria, Lidica, Iseria, and Challenger Dominiel. I like Challenger Dominiel, so hopefully they do something good for her. And for the 8 artifacts, let me see. Garbage artifact, seldomly used artifact, garbage artifact. Interesting. Right on the cusp of a summer banner going live, they're going to change this. Right when we're going to have a summer rerun coming up in the next few weeks. I wonder why they would do such a thing. Interesting. Twilight Calamity, garbage artifact, black hat. So I will give them this. 7 garbage artifacts getting buffs, and 1 limited artifact that is only rerun in the summer when we're starting to roll into the summer months. Okay. And the imprint circuit board, Iron Wall, Swiftness, and Insight. So the one that impacts speed, the one that impacts tankiness, and the one that impacts 15% in PvE are being changed. And this is good, because we said they could kind of go wild with the imprint circuit board now that it's PvE only. Alrighty. The probability and number of turns are based on fully enhanced skills. Skill cooldowns will not be changed. Skill descriptions are mentioned in the preview may differ from the actual update. This is their catch-all. This is them saying, hey, we can change things and don't add us over it. Okay, so what have they done to Arbiter Vildred? Okay, Arbiter Vildred. So, sweep. Screw sweep, awaken sweep. Okay, so sweep. So we are removing the 15% CR pushback from his S1, and we're replacing it with transfers 2 debuffs from the caster when he crits, ignores effect resistance. Champions the Arbiter Vildred. Okay, so he no longer has the pushback when he S1s, but he can transfer debuffs back when he crits, which he always crits. Who doesn't have crit on their Arby? I mean, I guess you could always be blinded or they could have evasion, but still, an ignore ER transfer of debuffs. That's crazy. They actually had this on Champion Zerato, and they kind of removed it and nerfed it because it was unintended and too strong. So it's kind of crazy that Arby's just getting it now for free. That's pretty good. I mean, who gives a shit about this 15% pushback? Nobody ever really cared that much about that. Okay. So yeah, this isn't meta changing, but it's something. Dark Contract. So this is his passive skill. Upon dying, revives to 100% health and increases combat attack and resets Dark Blade. We're removing the reset to Dark Blade cooldown and changing it to at the start of the turn when focus is full, resets the cooldown of Dark Blade. Okay. Okay, I guess. I don't know how I feel about this, but we'll see. What are we doing to Dark Blade? Dark Blade. After attacking, increases the attack of the caster for 2 turns. After attacking, increases the attack of the caster for 2 turns. So he gets the attack buff, but it's after attacking? God damn it, coffee. After increasing the attack of the caster for 2 turns, attacks all enemies. So he's getting his attack buff back. I wonder if this means people are going to stop putting him on Alexa's basket now. I bet it does, because this is pre-nerfed Arby. He used to do this. He used to attack buff before he did Dark Blade, and then they nerfed it away, and everybody said Arbiter Vildred is just going to be garbage now, and then they buffed Alexa's basket, and it was like Arby got his groove back. But now you can put him on things other than Alexa's basket. This is god damn, and they're giving him damage dealt increase to make up for the fact that you might not get Gab. This feels like a little bit of a nerf. This feels like a major fucking buff. You no longer need Alexa's basket, so you can put any other damage boosting artifact on him because you're going to get attack buff. And yeah, it's not Gab, but you're getting more damage, so you don't need Gab really, because this kind of makes up for the missing Gab. And now you've got a damage artifact, so he hits even heckin' harder. And he gets 3 focus, which, you know, should tie in with his focus gaining to reset the skill. I think this is really, really, really good. This is going to let Arby hit a lot harder and open up a whole host of artifacts to him. What else we got? Exclusive equipment. So we're getting rid of the increased attack by 30 and evasion by 50 for 3 turns, and we're changing it to at the start of the battle, when revived by Dark Contract's effect, grants Archdemon Might, undispellable, increases evasion by 70%, increases damage dealt when attacking light elemental heroes for 2 turns. Okay, so we're taking away his raw evasion and attack boost and changing it so that... Oh, no, it's at the start of the battle, too. At the start of the battle, for 2 turns, he will have 70% evasion, and then when he dies and comes back, it'll be like the start of the battle again, and he will get the increased evasion again. And they're making him a light buster. They're making him much, much better into light units. I think this is great. I think this is really good for Arby. I think this will bring him back, especially into light enemies. We need to see how much the damage dealt increase is. It's going to open up artifacts. It's a hard nerf for Alexa's basket. Nobody's going to freaking use that artifact anymore, right? Riposte stock skyrocketing. He will have 70% evasion, so you get a 20% evasion artifact on him, and then run him on riposte. He's going to constantly counter transferring debuffs, ignoring ER, although if you got all that evasion, you're probably not wearing a bunch of debuffs, although non-attack debuffs will still go through. Yeah, you could actually... Wow, we could see the rebirth of a degen Arbiter Vildred, guys. We could, instead of people just running speed damage or triple torrent Arby, we could start seeing counter, riposte, all that kind of nasty shit making a comeback. Those of you who have 2 Arbies, you now have a purpose for your second Arby. This is really good. I like this. I think this is this is an interesting buff for Arby. It's not meta shattering or meta changing, but it's going to allow you to do additional things with them. Tristen, you missed the focus buff on his S3. No, I didn't. He gets 3 focus on his S3 instead of 1, which will make it easy to reset this, and you won't have to rely on just dying. You're going to be able to reset Dark Blade without dying all the damn time. Yeah, I'm about it. I think this is a nice balance to Arby. It's going to make him more usable, more fun, increase diversity of artifacts, increase diversity of builds. Banger. 10 out of 10 for Arby. Pirate Captain Flan, here we go. Now, for those of you who are new, may not be aware of this, they tried to buff Pirate Captain Flan, God, it feels like years ago, but it's probably only a year ago, and the buffs were really good. Insane, actually, but some smooth-brained individuals who only play Pirate Flan down, I guess, in silver RTA, jumped onto Stove and raised hell about it. And like, it ruins the way that I play her in my bronze level fights. And they actually got the community brigade, and everybody else was in Discord chats and in streams and just making fun of these guys and talking about how ridiculously stupid they were being about these Pirate Flan changes and about how they were not seeing how insane these buffs were. But they only did it in private. They only did it in Discord, and they let Stove just brigade on how bad the buffs were, and Smilegate caved and reversed what would have been some of the best changes for Flan you've ever seen, ever. And hope it really sent a message that you need to vote with your feet. And if you see people saying things that you think are dumb, you need to go out there and say, no, I think it's good, and let Smilegate know that this is not the community's opinion, because all Smilegate saw was a bunch of posts on Stove saying the buffs were bad, and so they said, I guess the community thinks they're bad, even though it was the vocal minority ruining things for the silent majority. So that was some drama, so I'm sure this kind of kicks the scab off that wound now that Pirate Captain Flan's getting buffs again. But how good are they? Is this another situation of they're great, or are they kind of mid? So let's see. On execution, attacks with a gun, blah, blah, blah. Detonates burns and bomb effects on the target. Now it is just detonate bomb effects on the target. So she no longer detonates burns. Okay, so we kind of start the buffs off with a bit of a nerf. Scourge of the Sea. We're getting rid of her 50% effectiveness. Another kind of a nerf. When attacking, cannot trigger a critical hit or heavy blow. Okay, so at least she can crit now, which gives her some synergy with units that react to critting, like, I don't know, Commander Pavel, I guess. Lets you build some damage on her. But losing the 50% effectiveness on a unit that relies on debuffs is kind of brutal. In addition, though, she gets swift attack. Oh, fucking A. Okay, swift attack to all allies. Holy shit. You're going to have to build her fast. And Flan is not the fastest unit in the game, but if you can bridge her up and then she does her thing, swift attack to all allies, that is a 50% CR boost to the entire team, and it increases combat rates by 15%. So that's huge. That's huge cycling, guys. This is this makes her a very high tempo unit. Aggro players are going to love her, and it's a little bit tough to play aggro right now with Pillis, but this is very interesting. This changes the way she is played, which is good, because the way she is played right now is you put her in lobby and look how pretty she is. She's not really played right now. Full burst. So full burst, we are getting rid of increases the attack. We're getting rid of her attack buff. We're getting rid of her burns, which makes sense since she no longer detonates them. And we're getting rid of, for placing a bomb for 2 turns, we're getting rid of the 30% decrease, and we're getting rid of the 50% increase of the caster, which makes sense because the caster is going to be getting swift attack, and that is her 50% increase right here. What's she get in exchange for all this? Steals 1 buff. So nice. She is a pirate. How cool was the steel buff thing that the idiots got canceled last time? So I'm glad the steel buff is back. 85% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns, so a little bit of an RNG on there, but we do get a defense break, which is incredibly good with bombs. Bombs scale into defense breaks. This makes the bombs hit significantly harder. If you stick that defense break and you stick the bombs, it's crazy. Decrease combat readiness by 20%. Okay, so instead of decreasing combat race by 30, we only decrease combat radius by 20, which feels like a nerf, except instead of 50% boost to the caster, everybody gets a 50% boost off of Scourge. So she doesn't have the speed to run like this, but if she gets a speed EE, which is very likely, right? I am right that Flan does not have an exclusive equipment. Please tell me I'm right that Flan does not have an exclusive equipment. Flan does not have an exclusive equipment. If Flan gets an exclusive equipment, this will be insane. She just needs to be fast enough to bridge. I don't think you run her as an opener, because if you stack immunity behind a barrier, you're going to have to hope that you're able to do enough damage with this to kill the barrier, which is unlikely if you're running her fast. Otherwise, you're not going to steal because the immunity will be nested behind, right? So you're going to need an opener that can strip, and then Flan will bridge the rest of your team through swift attacks, through pushbacks. I think this is cool. I think as long as she gets a speed EE. Without a speed EE, this feels like it's going to kind of be dog. But if she gets that speed EE, I think this is going to make Flan a very fun aggro unit. And aggro's in the shitter right now. We have had 2 changes. RB and Flan specifically target at aggro style play, where you are trying to control the tempo of the team, bridge up units, make units take turns out of order, control the pacing of the team. I think this is one of the most interesting buffs I've seen, and if some freaking silver RTA players get in here with their smooth brain takes and get another set of Flan buffs changed, I'm going to Kermit right out of this game. This is cool. Let it happen. Let's try it. I know she doesn't AoE strip. I know she doesn't quite have the speed. All she needs is an exclusive equipment. Can you imagine if she gets an EE that is plus 10 speed and allows her S3 to strip? I think this is good. I think this is a nice step in the right direction for Flan. So let it happen, guys. Let it happen, because right now she has no use other than looking pretty and being my desktop wallpaper. So I'm about it. I will rate this one a wait and see out of 10. Wait and see out of 10. Tenebria. Okay, Queen of the Yoga Pants. Goes from attacks the enemy to attacks 2 enemies. All right. Can I get a refund on all of the Mola I put into Fireball and Cezanne, because he just lost his job in Expedition? The only place Fireball and Cezanne was used, Tenebria now is just better, because this is the one thing that made Ball better, is every single one of Ball's skills hit the crystal, whereas Tenebria didn't hit the crystal with her Dark Explosion, and now she does. So it legit just makes Tenebria better. Her mods are better, her debuffs are better. Alrighty, what else is Dark Explosion doing? When an enemy is put to sleep, the caster's combat rates increased by 25%. Okay, this will make her even better in Abyss. Even better in Abyss. Ominous Thunder. Ominous Thunder has a strip, which is nice. And it no longer has Restrict, but it does put Buff Block. And she does more damage. Again, she does more damage. Can I get a refund on my Fireball and Sazan, please? Nightmare. 85% chance to decrease defense and 2-turn sleep is changing to just a guarantee, well, 100% decreased defense. It's no longer 85% chance you just defense break. Again, can I get a refund on my Fireball and Sazan? And an 85% chance to put them to sleep for 1 turn. So, at the start of the game, well, not the start of the game, but early on, new players get a choice between Tenebria, Tenebria, Charles, and one other unit who I am forgetting. Everybody tell the new players to pick Tenebria. Kisei is the other one. Kisei is not good in the early game. Charles is only good in Trial of the Constellations and the occasional Hall of Trials. Tenebria is insane in Auto Tower, or Auto Tower is insane in Abyss, and is always going to be good in Expedition now. It's going to be best in slot in Expedition, and this makes her so freaking good in Abyss that I think new players that are starting without Tenebria are going to feel like they made a wrong choice. Tenebria is now the best starter unit in the game out of those 3. Does this change your use in RTA? No. You're not going to use her in Guild Wars. You're not going to use her in PvP. You're not even going to use her in Arena. But Abyss, a lot of new PvE content, things like Advent, Expeditions, massive glow up for Tenebria. Tenebria's gotten a lot of buffs in the past. This is the first one I think that's stuck. We'll give this a Yoga Pants out of 10 for Tenebria. Tenebria lovers rise up. This is really good. Lidica, because of course Lidica needed a buff. Where's my Faithless Lidica? Hey, Faithless Lidica. Tell me, what do you think about Fire Lidica getting a buff? All right. Hey, Save. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Okay, what's Lidica get? Simple change to Lidica. Thorn Bush, instead of decreasing buff durations, just dispels all buffs. Holy shit. Okay, so, Lidica's stronger now. Lidica still has all of the issues she had before going into evasions and counters and everything, but in the situations where Lidica works even better. Lidica Cleave is back on the table as long as you aren't running into all the things that currently counter Lidica. Straight up minor buff to her. I don't really think it changes her use cases, but it makes her better in her existing use cases. So, yeah, Aram is dead into her. Oh, yeah. You know what? This will let her work better into Aram and inflicting blind after the strip. Yeah, you know what? We'll give Lidica a 7 out of 10 because, it's not going to change where she's used so much, but the places she's used, it's going to remove a lot of the counters. That MMZN guy salivating, I wonder how much he PayPal'd Smilegate to get this buff put in place, right? I wonder how much. Wait. Decrease buff duration by additional 1 turn. That, of course, goes away and is changed to decrease the speed of the target for 2 turns when using Pubic Execution. So, you get a speed down, I guess. I have to look at our other exclusive equipment now to see if you change to this. You heard what I said. You know what I'm about. Okay, what do our other EEs do? Is there a better option? Yeah, that's for another time. Let's keep reading the buffs. The restrict one, yeah, I think that would probably be better than speed down. Okay, Iseria, herself the elf, getting a buff. You guys remember when they said Monarch Iseria needed a buff? That was hilarious. Iseria, so Oathkeeper, this is her S2 skill, right? Yeah, this is her S2 skill for resetting things. We're changing it so that it's all green, guys. It's all green. So now, in addition to doing everything it did before, we are granting Gab for 2 turns. And you can't reset it, so no using Aram to cycle your Iseria anymore. No using Prophetic Candlestick to reset anymore. And the people you reset... Here's the funny thing, right? The people she used to reset was Tamarin. And then Iseria lost her entire job to Warfare set. What was the purpose of taking Iseria anywhere when her best friend Tamarin said, I got a cool new set and I don't need to talk to you anymore. My clothes make me better than you. So suddenly this unit's use cases got less and less. Used to use her in Guild Wars to reset Dark Corvus, and now he's on Warfare set. So suddenly now where you're going to use her is maybe resetting your nuke units, I guess. You're going to reset your nuke units after they have used their S3. You can have Iseria reset them, give them Gab, and then they can do their nuke again. The problem for doing things like using her with strays, I guess we do have some PvE usages, right? Strays Iseria S3s, sticks her strips, defense buffs, whatever. Strays S3s, Iseria laps around, resets strays S3s again. I guess, I don't know. This feels weird. This feels weird. Iseria also does not have an EE. Maybe this is in anticipation of it. It doesn't feel right for Banshee Hunt either, because by the time she gets a second turn, the Banshee is already in its split phase. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something on it. I just don't understand where this is going to be good. I don't understand where this is going to be good, guys. I'm giving this a what the F out of 10. I don't know what the point of this is. Maybe an exclusive equipment is coming out. Maybe you're going to be... Am I reading this right or am I reading this wrong? Resets the skill cooldown of an ally except the caster and grants Gab with the light energy. Does that mean it grants Gab to the person you just reset, or it grants Gab to Iseria? Because both feel weird, but Gab to Iseria feels even more weird. Because ain't nobody nuking with the... Yeah, it's got to be the one you reset, right? Yeah, because it says and. It doesn't say period at grants Gab, so it's got to be to the target. I don't know. I still don't know. It's, yeah, maybe R&L, maybe the new Kairon, maybe this is in the for something in the future, but for right now, I think this is shit. I think this does nothing. I think it makes it so you can't put her on Candlestick, Candlestick, which reduces its usability in Abyss, where you're using her to even warfare units. You use your warfare unit, Tam goes, you reset Tam, and then you just let Candlestick cycle around again so she can reset Tam again and cycle it. It seems to make her objectively worse. It does not say gab for the caster. Oh, yeah, exactly. It would say, and yeah, it's talking about for allies except the caster in the same sentence as talking about this. So it's definitely not gab for the caster. It's gab for somebody else. They don't English so well, but that's the way the sentence breaks down. I don't like it. I think this one is weird, and all I can say is this is an omen for something yet to come. There's an exclusive equipment on deck. There's a unit, maybe the R&L units. This isn't even niche. There's no real legitimate use that I can see for this, unless if I'm missing something, if I'm missing the greatness of this buff, please let me know in the comment section, because I just don't get it. And I play PvE, and I just don't get it. Okay, Challenger Dominiel. I love me some Challenger Dominiel. So what are they doing? Electric Charge. This is her passive. This is her passive skill, and they're just baking the 30% crit chance into it. That's good. Before, you had to use her supercharge skill to get the crit chance, which meant that you'd S2, get the crit chance, Green Celine would pop off, and your Cdom would be dead. So you had to sit there and go, well, I either have to overcap my crit. I mean, that's what I did, right? Look at check out my Cdom. To be able to use this girl, I had to build her with 85% crit chance. Why did I build her with 85% crit chance? Because if I came across an enemy that had a unit that reacts badly to non-attack skills, I would have to be able to raw soul burn my S1, and I left her at this so I could at least target light units and have 100% crit chance. But now they're baking it in so that you can build her with lower crit chance, so you can build more damage into her. But if you're in a situation where you can use supercharge, she's going to grant a crit damage buff to all allies, including herself. So you could drop her down to 280 crit damage, because crit damage buff is a 70% damage boost. Hugely impactful. So you could drop her down to 270, pump the rest into attack, and if you're in those rare situations, I mean, think about how much extra damage I'll get by being able to put 30% crit chance back into her kit. I'll probably be able to get her up into the 5,000, 5,500 attack. Yeah, maybe triple torrent her out. It's going to be disgusting. Or double torrent pen. Change her to an attack main neck. Yeah. And here's the thing, right? I think people slept on Cdom. The 350 is a hard cap across the board, correct? There are a few things that let you exceed the cap, but pound for pound, for buffs, it is a hard cap. I think people really underestimated, and I can't believe that we went through the entire Ran Cleave meta and weren't exploiting how crazy good Cdom is into that. I am kind of looking forward to this. This might be the first one that might weep its way into PvP, into RTA. And anything that gets Challenger Dominiel into RTA, I'm about. We need a tank buster unit, and her Soulburn S1 is one of the hardest hitting S1 skills in the game. That combined with a crit damage buff, combined with the extra stats you can get by not having the crit chance nested in a non-attack skill, I think this one is going to make her really, really good. Yes, the imprint board, you could, as long as they didn't change that. We got to look at the changes to the imprint board. Yeah, I think this is good. It gives her a chance to swim in RTA. Is it a good chance? No, but it is a chance. She has way higher multipliers on than Cez's S1 does. Cez's S3, though, I mean, you can't compare an S3 to an S1. This is her Soulburn S1 hits like a fucking truck. It used to be the hardest hitting skill in the game. That has changed, of course. So yeah, maybe Dominiel starts slipping into the occasional 4-5 pick on drafts where there's lots of crit. Okay, we're on to artifacts, guys. this feels like a little bit of a sweet sleeper on units, right? No real changing to the meta, but artifacts. Sword of Autumn Eclipse, we are just changing our 5% attack to a... Okay, so we're just making it a better PvE artifact, right? You guys tired of being told you need super duper water gun shooter or card of small miracles? Well, here you go. Sword of Autumn Eclipse is just straight up better. At plus 15, it's 7.5% attack. So just a better PvE artifact. It is now Warhorn. It is now Queen's Whistle. For warriors, this is your best PvE attack boosting artifact. Great. It actually has a place in the game now. It never did before. Dark Blood Keeper increases attack by 15%. So this was your thief boosting artifact, but who gave a shit about barrier after non-attack skill? It was just very, very niche. We're changing it to chance to grant stealth. It's like reverse Wind Rider, right? Instead of killing something, you use a non-attack skill, you go stealth, whether you kill or not. Whether you kill or not. Boost attack, puts you into stealth. Is this not insane on Tori? Is this not giga insane on Tori? Tori would cycle out of it. She would do the non-attack skill, get it for 2 turns. She would do her attack, and then she still has 1 turn left. She'd still be stealthed for a turn. Celine can just S3 into stealth, true. You can soul burn S3, stealth Celine. Any unit that benefits highly from the attack, too. Okay, you know what? This went from an artifact that was good on literally no one to an artifact that actually has uses, and I'm about it. Double-edged Decrescent. From 30% evasion to 50% evasion. Holy shit balls! Now all Rylet needs is a lifesteal exclusive equipment or artifact. Guys! Have I gone from cope to cook? Have I gone from cope to cook? What do you think? %50 chance to counter. Counterattack. I said evasion. I meant counterattack. Counterattack. Have I gone from cope to cook? All you guys out there who are like, I don't have riposte or I don't have counter, you can actually build this girl on Destro set now with this artifact. I think this artifact's pretty nasty. It'll be good on Arby. Oh man, it'll be really, really good on Arby. It'll be really, really good on... I'm telling you, all we need is a lifesteal artifact for thieves, or a lifesteal EE for Rylet. And thieves are kind of back. I think this is pretty good. I think this is probably... I'm gonna go so far as say best in slot for Arby, right? Because you might want the damage artifact on Arby. You might want damage on Arby, but this is gonna let him counter more often. I like that my injury Setska might actually work now. Okay, this is the biggest glow up on the entire patch, in my opinion, so far. Just an extra 20% chance to counterattack when this thing already counterattacked a lot. Hot damn. Okay, Manica of Control. This went from a single target to... Oh! Okay, this actually has some use. Man, I was so happy when I built my Ran on this artifact, thinking now I've got my hit chance. And then people are like, oh, you realize it's single target only. I was like, son of a bitch. So, yeah. I don't know how many people will use this, but at least it's got more use cases now. At least it's got more use cases now. I still think it's kind of a mid artifact, but at least it's got more use cases. Increase. Hang on. 12 and 20, 15 and 20. We just power crept the shit out of this axe, didn't we?
What is up, guys? Thank you so much for listening to my cover of Feel from Lies of
Man,
which is my...
we power crept the hell out of this axe. Okay. Well, it's true. Axe is universal, except that nobody uses it except for Rand. Hey, Black Cat Train, thank you for the sub. To be fair, the axe was free, I guess. Can I get a recall on all the charms I put into it? Oh, true, and you do have to have a max on Manica. The axe just worked. Okay, anyway, moving on. Spatio-temporal fan. We're just reducing its cycling. Okay. Nobody really used this artifact, right? I mean, I guess maybe see Phantom Politis. It just... guess it makes it a little bit more consistent. Yeah, right? I mean, I don't think you're going to take CPP off of Saria's artifact now, just because this cycles a little bit faster on a unit that's already controlling the tempo of the fight so fast that by the time you get to 3 turns, it doesn't matter anymore. I think this does nothing. I think this does nothing for this artifact, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody will find a place for it. I just don't think it's allowed to be used more frequently during battle, and it's used on units that aren't used in long fights. Star of the Deep Sea, here we go, guys. The artifact they are about to sell us. When a non-critical hit is made, changing it to just after a basic skill. And they're giving it effectiveness. Well, there is your Flan's nerf kind of reversed, right? Flan lost 50% effectiveness, but she's getting 30 of it back in this artifact, and there is no world where you're not using this artifact on Flan. So it really was only a 20% reduction for Flan, and it makes Iseria's effectiveness even higher, and Flan can crit now, so that's why we're removing this mandate. The Flan changes seem even less bad now, right? The Flan change is starting to look better when you understand how this artifact interacts with her kit. Is there a world where you might use this artifact on Veronica now? Do we want another one of this artifact for Veronica? And now you stick 2 buffs, you get more effectiveness, and now she blows things up instead of just controlling. She legitimately kills. Joe says no, Dark Soul says yes. Still think Veronica needs Guiding Light, sticking with Guiding Light. Yeah, it depends how you play her, I guess. I think I got my Veronica just on sachets, but Guiding Light does let you hide your Veronica, but I don't know. I think it does allow for some shenanigans with Veronica, but at very least, it's really... I'm not saying I'm going to go and farm another plus 30 one of these MFers just for Veronica. I do think Sachet or Guiding Light brings a little bit more to your team, but maybe in certain situations. Okay, but yeah, let's be real. This change was specifically centered around the Pirate Flan changes. Yeah, buff Veronica to give her Guiding Light passive, and then we can use this on Veronica. Twilight Calamity has been changed to be completely different. This isn't a buff, this is a rework. I'm not even going to read it anymore because nobody cares, because nobody used this hunk of garbage. Ida's artifact now increases effectiveness, nice. and has a 100% chance to grant increased attack to the caster for 2 turns after the ally uses a non-attack skill. Can only be activated once every 2 turns. This is Ida's artifact, right? Am I mistaken there? This is Ida's artifact. Attack skill, attack skill, attack skill. How messed up is it that they buffed Ida's artifact in a way? Oh, after an ally. After an ally uses a non-attack skill. Never mind. Can this suddenly be good on Ida? The effectiveness allowing her stuns, giving her an attack buff, and if you use a non-attack skill on an ally with a soul burn, I guess, because you're going to need the burn to push her. No, you know what? I think this is okay. I think this is okay. As long as the opener for Ida uses a non-attack skill, it'll work better. ML Aramentha? Yeah, you could run on air. The problem with mage artifacts is they have to be insane. They have to be fucking insane, because if they're not insane, then just use book. Just use book. Ran Ida cleave. You still have to soul burn your Ida, right? You still have to have the souls to soul burn to fully Ida cleave, and if you're taking book off of her, you can ran Ida cleave, but you're gonna have to pack another unit with a book. Maybe CDOM, but then how's she gonna soul burn? I guess she's just there to clean up. I think Joe was right. This is probably for the new Ludwig. You could be right. Anytime we look at something and say, but why? The answer is usually there's a plan, right? There's a new EE coming out. There's a exclusive equipment for her. There's going to be a new unit coming out. So yeah. Right now, I feel about this one kind of like I feel about this one. Is like, it really, is it going to even be used? It's nice in concept, but if it doesn't say and grants 10 souls, then what's my motivation to use this over Tagahel's Ancient Book? Black Hand of the Goddess, another one getting a complete rework. This one used to just be a stat stick. We're giving 15% crit chance, and at the start of the battle increases crit damage by 36%. At the start of the battle, increases hit damage. So this is not a buff. I mean, this is not a crit damage buff. This is a raw crit damage increase, and this will exceed cap. This is like Draco Plate. This will increase. This will go over. You could be 386 crit damage with this one. This effect decreases for each attack made down to this. Yeah, I don't know. It's better. It's significantly better than what it was. You could go up to 436 crit damage with the imprint circuit board, right? Yeah, the crit chance bridges the gap for units that need to crit. Tomo's a really good example. If you're struggling to build your Tomo fast enough, you're struggling to build her fast enough. You need her to be fast. You need her to have crit chance. You need her to have enough damage to be able to nuke those bossarunkas, and you can't quite get it. I think this is Tomo's best in slot artifact, right? You get 15% crit chance, easier to build. You get more crit damage, easier to nuke things. You just have to stack your souls somewhere else. So, yeah. I think this is a really nice Tomo artifact for people who are struggling to build her, or for people who just want her to hit harder and are fine giving up the soul burns. I think this is this one's way better than Calamity, but Calamity might have a purpose down the road. Okay, that's it, guys. That's it for the changes for imprint circuit board. We're getting rid of the final speed by 3, which makes sense. That's dog useless in PvE, and changing it to you just do more damage when an elemental advantage, making it significantly better for PvE. We're getting more damage reduction. This will be nice for people climbing Abyss to be able to put their Abyss units in there and not just get their asses handed to them. 15% damage reduction is huge. And 100%. No more 15%. You got a unit that says 100% chance to defense break, you 100% defense break as long as you have the same effectiveness as the enemy has ER. Now remember, this means you have to build more effectiveness. If the enemy has 100 ER, you need 100 effectiveness. But finally, it only took 7 years, plus probably another year of grinding to unlock this node to get ignore ER and PvE. Only 5 units at a time, but you will unlock additional boards eventually. And how many friggin' defense breakers do you need for PvE, my man? Come on. Come on, we really gonna do this? I think this is fine. Okay, for all the people that said imprint circuit board is useless because it's only for PvE, obviously have not seen what I've been able to do with this imprint circuit board for hunts. And this is gonna make it even easier. More damage. This will open up a whole new set of one-shots. This is pretty good. As mentioned in our previous announcement, this balance patch adjustment will improve improvements to epic nodes, etc., etc. We'll closely monitor feedback from our heroes across various channels. If you are not happy about something, let them know. If you are happy about something, let them know. We are grateful to be part of your Epic 7 journey. We will continue to do our best to improve our heroes so that every character will find its place in your heart. So, yeah. Guys, we're in the middle of the E7 Masters tournament. So this is to be expected. This is a tournament level balance patch. This is a balance patch that is not designed to shake up the meta. I bet there's going to be a ton of people out there bitching and moaning that this is a crappy balance patch and it changes nothing, or that it's PvE only. Get with the program. This happens every time there's a World Cup. They do a sleeper balance patch because they don't want to shake the meta up in the middle of the tournament and screw over the casters, screw over the players. They want to keep it even keeled. They focus heavily on PvE and they don't change the meta too much for PvP. That's normal. And I think Flan is probably the most interesting change. I think Arby is the most effective change. I think CDOM is going to have some potential in RTA. And I think Tenebria is going to be the best PvE starter unit out there. Some of these artifacts, the changes seem kind of sus to me. Others, they seem really good. And I like the changes to imprint circuit for PvE. So yeah, I'm going to rate this entire balance patch a... we're in the middle of a tournament out of 10. So yeah. Expect the one after the tournament to shatter the meta. That is normally the way it works. It's the way it worked last World Cup. That's the way it worked the World Cup before that. Sleeper one during the tournament, insane one after. You guys really want to go down and see the comments? We'll do that. For everyone else, let me know what you think about this balance patch in the description of the video. But let's go check out, or in the comment section of the video. But let's go out and check out the comments. I'm sure they are gracious and loving. See, this is exactly it, right? People that either don't understand some of the changes or don't understand that we're in the middle of a tournament and they aren't going to radically change things in the middle of an esports tournament. Get over it. Not every single one. Not this time, you Pirate Flan frauds. You blocked one of the most fun busts of all time. Not this time. Hell yeah, Scuffed. I can't like this one enough. Can't wait for the hard-stuck silver players to get on here and get Flan's buffs canceled again. Man, what I tell you. I think Flan's buffs are really cool. I think, it's not going to make her broken, but I think especially if it's stacked with a PvE that gives her speed, I think the Pirate Flan buffs could be crazy. Smogate wants to kill the monster they created, Evasion. Might as well bring back Champion Zerato, transferring debuffs, Ignoria, Vectrez too, right? Right? You're doing it on Arby. We already had it on CZ. Yeah, justice for Champion Zerato. The amount of LARPers and salty players in this comment section, bro, it's almost like your chocolate mommy MILF waifu Ilanov didn't get buffed. Doesn't mean that old units should be left out. They aren't going to buff PvP units during a tournament. That's the way it always works. I can't read what this says, but I bet he is telling this guy they aren't going to buff PvP units during a tournament. P-Flan deserved these buffs, and I will not let people take away good buffs from her like last time. Buff steal on S3 and defense break before bomb detonation is amazing, along with S2 giving swift attacks. Guys, swift AoE swift attack, holy freaking shit. Sign me up. She'll be the best unit in the game? Probably not, but we'll see some solid use cases now, which is way better than nothing else. I still think she needs a speed PvE, a speed EE to really fly. Otherwise, which is a bit mute of a patch, great ones lately. Iseria buffs is great for PvE. If you say so, I don't see how it's good for PvE. 10 Ace kit's getting an upgrade. Yeah. Coin buff for nerfing imprint circuit. Why not just remove this useless imprint circuit? Here is an idiot who doesn't play PvE and doesn't understand how insane this is for not having to have your best meta gear on your PvE units. What a dumbass. I'm calling you out, Cass. This is the most ignorant thing you've posted today. Be better. RB buffs look good for him, and sad for aggro cleave, 90% evasion, yay. I think it's nice that we get diversity. P-Flan might be better if she can take a turn. See, right there it is. If she can take a turn. We really need to see a speedy E on her. Fire Expo and an Abyss. Lidica can be played into a ROM, which is wild. Iseria, I have no idea. And CDOM, I think CDOM people are sleeping on. PvE artifact, of course. Wind Rider for non-attack thieves, of course. Double-edged crescent, yep, good. Mannequin control, more usable, but still ass. Yeah, just better ascending axe for Ran, I guess. Spacesuit Temporal Fan, I don't know anybody that uses this artifact that's going to continue to use it. Start of the CPC stays usable for plan after the rework. May be interesting for... See, I said that, and all y'all shit all over me saying, ain't no way you use that on Veronica. I think it could have some use cases for Veronica. Twilight Calamity, maybe usable on Requiem Rowana. I get, no, maybe. I don't get it. I mean, book is probably better anyway, is the truest thing I've seen today on Stove. And Black Hand of the Goddess, I think, the more I think about Black Hand of the Goddess, the more I think it's going to be best in slot for top model Lulica. This might be the worst balance patch ever. Go fuck yourself. You know what we're about here. You know what it's about. It is a tournament balance patch. They are always mid. There's nothing in here that's objectively bad. Nobody had their kit destroyed. Nobody got nerfed as a result. Everything is slightly better and is PvE slanted because we're in the middle of a tournament. It's the way it works. Honestly, this patch doesn't feel very impactful. It's not supposed to. It's still not a quite lot there. It's the way it works. I mean, people are just saying the same thing over again. In what world did Red Lidica need this buff over Faithless Lidica? I will agree. You know who else agrees with that? Faithless Lidica. I know you're kind of sad about the buff, but now that you had time to digest it and think about it, Lidica, how do you feel about Fire Lidica getting a buff over you? Yeah. I agree. Riposte Arby looks like it would be pretty fun now. Man, are we really living in a Riposte Arby world? Challenger Dominiel's pretty fun, pretty huge, but overall these changes are kind of disappointing. I think for what it's supposed to be, they're fine. I really do. I think people are really getting upset over something that we should expect by now. If we're in the middle of the World Cup or the middle of Masters, they're not going to shake the boat up in the middle of a tournament series. When people have practiced and trained and geared the units to get in there, they're not going to make them suddenly change and re-gear all of their units, make the casters relearn all the kits, and have to pivot on a dime in the middle of a tournament that they trained to get into. You don't train for the Olympics and then halfway through the Olympics change the rules of the events. It's just not the way it works. Seeing Arby and Flan gets buffs makes me happy. Me too. Me too. Anyone saying Captain Flan buff is bad? Can you use her old kit in RTA? Yeah, I've heard people say, yeah, she's bad, but now she's still bad. She's different. And people can cook with that. And I think she's being set up for an EE. I really do. I think if we don't see an exclusive equipment for Flan in the next balance patch, I will be shocked. Yeah, she's a 42% win rate right now. Anybody complaining about the buff doesn't play the game past silver. Oh, say, here's a silver player. They gutted half her kit. She lost her effect and attack buff. She gets the effect back from her artifact. Needed to make her bombs work, and she lost her 10% CR decrease buff. She gets a 50% CR increase from her change. Man, did he not read? Did he not read her kit? This is not a good buff. It's a unit transformation, which she needed. She'll now need a different build. Yes! Because her current build sucks, and her current kit sucks. Why couldn't they buff her around what she was already doing before? Because she sucked before. Like, even the last buff would have been fine if they didn't take away her defining feature. This guy is one of the people who said the last buff wasn't good because it took away her defining feature. Oh, go play Momo some. Stuck in the past. Oh, the way I play her in silver. Holy shit. There are some freaking smooth brain takes. This buff makes her lose her control. How's it make her lose her control? Because it takes away her effectiveness and gives it back on her artifact? Because it makes her cycle more often so she can control more often? Oh my god. They will just have prod set immunity, so steel is useless. Yes, because 100% of the fights you go into has prod set immunity, because surely they're not giving out an exclusive equipment that's going to give her more speed so you can take a turn faster. That will probably have a strip 1 buff when she does her skill, and then you can steal. Wow. Just makes her a worse Briar. You know what? He's right. We should have made her a better Briar. We should have made her a better Briar with Iseria. That's what the game needed. Wow. When will Basar and Kane get buffs? You know what? Fair. Buff Kane. Fuck Basar, though. Here is somebody who was not around for the Basar meta. Ugh. So we have nothing outside of Arby this balance patch, eh? Did he not read C-Dom's kit? Did he not read P-Flan's kit? P-Flan still gets cucked by immunity. Now only with the help of protection set. She didn't have steel before. I don't get what the hate is over it. Tenebria, they're PvE buffs. I don't think we'll get anything done in this meta. Have fun fighting Lidica. C-Dom is C-Dom. Yeah, is better C-Dom. Arties outside of the Crescent is just ass. I don't know. I think there was a lot of Arties in there that were pretty good. Smogate, don't hear those players talking about Pirate Captain Flan. This buff is exactly what she needed. Now you don't need to rely on allies to strip immunity. You kind of do. Good planning on transferring part of the effectiveness to the artifact. See that, guys? They transferred the effectiveness to the artifact. Stop crying about the effectiveness. It really doesn't change it that much. They don't need to play a hero effectively. Yeah, now please buff Life Sid. Preach. Light Sid, let's go. Yes, she still can't strip immunity because of all of the nuns of units running prot set right now. You don't take her into those situations, and if you do, you pack a stripper. It's not that deep, guys. It's not that deep. Yeah, and maybe the damage actually drops the barrier. No, you don't. Here's somebody that doesn't understand how barriers work. Maybe you're not stripping the barrier off of that 30k HP unit, but you're going to get it off of the low HP units. Anyway, not this time, Arbiter Flan. Yeah, that's the one from the. I love this. Man, I hate those RB changes. I thought RB was the one thing everybody agreed on. I hate those RB changes. The pushback on his S1 was key in some uses. I need to apologize. Who was it? Where was he? He had Momo in his name. Okay, I need to apologize to Momo Pie because I had said I implied that this was the stupidest take I had read on Stove today. And I was really unfair because just when you think you've hit the bottom of the well of human stupidity, a comment like this comes along to show you that that well has no bottom. In what world did anybody care? What were these some use cases? I think I cared about this skill once on an Abyss floor way back in the day. Man, shut your ass up and don't pretend RB had any uses besides farming eulogy for the past 2 years. Oh my god. Stove, you never disappoint. And if I directly insulted you guys on this, take it in the spirit it's meant. I'm not being malicious. I'm just having a little bit of fun at your expense. It's what we do in these games. I don't wish you any malice or ill will, but I mean, come on, guys. It's a tournament balance patch. They're designed to be mid. They're designed to be filler patches, and they're designed to focus on PvE to not mess up the tournaments. And a lot of these seem set up for new units down the road. Maybe Twilight Calamity is going to be insane on Ludwig, the new Ludwig. Maybe the changes to Decrescent are going to synergize really well with Rihanna and Luciella. We don't really know yet. Give it a chance. See if there's EEs that give the speed and strip that Arbiter Flan needs to be meta. We don't know. A lot of this seems like setup, and that's the way it usually works. It's set up here so that the next bounce patch after the tournament spikes it. Stop slaying Captain Flan buffs is bad. We don't know how good she is. She's going to be... Remember ML Bologna? Yeah, remember last patch when everybody said these ML Bologna buffs look kind of mid? I'm not sure how this is going to do anything for her use. Why didn't they give her a good buff? And she's now like one of the most important freaking units in the game? Hell yeah. All right, guys, that's enough comments. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Happy hunting out there, Epic 7. Why does Pirate Captain Flan get so much hate on change? Other balance patches, I don't see. I know, right? It's crazy. I think there's 5 people in bronze that want to play her the old way, and those 5 people really like making noises.
And different of those who receive a buff, she's a joke. The character again attack, buff in awaken, and have a lot of crit chance. Character like that can have placed to receive a reagents. Buff, now she only served to hold 1 copy and dream to buff or use imprint for.
Yeah, that was a smooth braid response to Save. Thanks for translating it for me. Hey Tristen, which units did you use to defeat Chapter 3 Story Salome? I haven't yet. We haven't played it yet. We should go do that. Okay, I tell you what, guys. I am going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go use the little boys' room. I will let you all stare at Balsarunko while she vibrates on the motorcycle. And then we'll come back and do the new story and see if we can work our way through it. Man, look at that thigh jiggle. All right. Where were we? I hope we get the Balsarunko swimsuit. I agree. Okay, we're gonna do this story, huh? Dirge to the end. Oh.
Sophia sister. 今日の標的リアンナ。おはよう。
Oh, Ludwig.
どうやらここそのすべてが
Aaron?
もう一度
Okay. Let's jump in and check it out. Love that it's all voiced. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Dedicate your body to Lude.
誰かを犠牲にして世界を守るって矛盾している。
絶望と苦痛、恐怖、魔獣たちの歪めが鳴り響くたびに私たちは待ち続けました。制約は戻ってくると。
目を覚ませ。そしてお前たちを救わなかった制約を恨め。
なぜ私を救ってくださらなかったのですか。
Hot damn.
世のあらゆる悲惨を見下ろす運命よ。
君
Oh no, the voices are too quiet. I'll have to up that.
ハイへと来ただしあなたの名前私の名前はジェラードです
Guys, the concept of Charon taking confessions is wild.
どうぞお話しください何からついにですお金を稼ぐために人を私は
Okay, everybody in chat, start confessing your sins.
悪臭ですかそれでは兄弟ですかと言いますあなたは我らの使命のため栄誉ある死を遂げられますか失敗作かならもう用はないその肉体をに捧げようシェスターどうしてこんな
The Huawei stuff only works on emulator, doesn't work on phones. You ready to die gloriously? Yep, new story's out, Doki. Dorky.
それが導きならば私の魂その私が見ました自分を大きく上げ内悪な口でささやく崩れ落ちる大地折り伏せ術の淵にて救いを渇望する惨めなる肉体そしてその全てから目を背けた神言能を抱きながらも行使しない彼は信念を貫く光をもたらすそして信念の新たな生命力
They keep saying abyss. Are we going to get more abyss floors? Yeah, I can't change it in the middle, but I'll fix that in a minute, ProCube. Let's see if that does it. I hate that you can't view the story. I guess you can view it in the journal. It's fine. Okay. God damn, she looks good. Okay, Rihanna or Luciella, R or L in chat. Which one does it for you? Short hair and side boob or long haired and sassy? Luciella, really? No porque no los dosing on here, right? You can't be that greedy. You couldn't handle both anyway. Leave that to professionals. Salome's here to hold the video camera.
Salome, 昨日の洗礼式はどうだった？新しい家族はできた？新しい家族は
失敗しました。その方
They became nourishment for the world tree.
何よサロメったらカイロンにみんな仲良くしなさいって言われたでしょ。
私は必要以上に親しくするべきでは。私の態度が不快であったのなら。
つまんない。会うたびにそうやって怖い顔してでも髪の色はもう
それでは私はこれで。
ああサロメ、またリアンナの話を無視して。ひどい。
Okay, I kind of love Rihanna's I just sniffed a fart expression. It's pretty good.
遅かったな。
ああ、起きてからすぐに来たのに。ひどいよカイロ。
昨べの洗礼式で聖書の気配が乱れました。
サロメはいつもこうだよね。
サロメ、聖書を。
お客様。
そう。
かしこまりました。
But how will I ever pay for this pizza?
とんでもなく暴れたんだねサロメ。片付ける人のこと。
私がやった。
お、見て、魔法陣が消えそうだよ。魔法陣ベトベト。
私がやったのでは。
It's too easy. Don't pick the low-hanging fruit. You're better than this.
あ、今ため息ついたでしょ。ひどいひどいひどい。ひどい。
そろそろ掃除を始めましょう。魔法陣を復元して礼拝堂。
サロメ、リアンナの話聞いてる。イセエラの話聞いてる。
Do you think they intentionally had her say Salome very slowly because everybody has been mispronouncing it?
やることが多いな。カイロン様がおる？ジェラードさん。
昨夜は失礼しました。
You got the floor all sticky. He did get the floor all sticky.
シスター。
ジェラードさん、とにかくここは危険ですので、ルネグレイブの夜は。
私なんかのことまで気にかけてくださるなんて。
そんなこと言わないでください。さあ。
嫌です。礼拝堂は
すべて予定通りに進まなければなりません。それが救いであり。
世のあらゆる悲惨を見下ろす恩命を傷ついた獣を包み込み新たな命を。今日道に迷った人たちが祈りを捧げます。願わくは繁栄ときすべてのものの摂理を決して乱すことなきよ。
ソフィアシスター、洗礼式を前に。
サロメシスター、洗礼式。
みんなも洗礼式を前にして。大丈夫です。心配しないでください。カイロン司祭様が導いてくださいます。偽善者。
Phantom Salome.
あなたは。さあ、私は誰？よく見て、この顔。知っている顔。最も愛していた者の顔で手にかけておきながら、彼は深淵を貫く光をもたらす。そして深淵に新たな生命力が。それ
New Abyss floors confirmed.
絶望に立ち向かう勇気。永続の慈悲が制約に宿る。これは一体。聖書が。
Ow.
I dedicate my body to Nidrasil. I bid hurts perish. What is your name? Disappear.
Yes, effing Abyss. Holy crap.
I have been waiting.
More Salomes.
Grant us mercy.
I thought you said she couldn't clone herself.
It hurts. Disappear. Perish. It hurts. The time of salvation has come. Seal your soul and await the night. I'm sorry. Come.
Wrong one.
Take me. Offer your soul.
これでこの森は浄化された。血は命の器。女神が約束なさった。夜の封印書浄化をすることがこれでいいの。
I'll pull up the sound effects a little bit, but I'm not a huge fan of the sound effects. I like hearing what they're saying. Oops, that's the wrong button. Heretics! $20 stamina to do this one. That's unfortunate. Okay, have 3 or more heroes survive. Progression heroes are unused and initial clear. Okay, so let's take these 2 girls because they're insane. Let's pack a safety net. And let's bring along some extra damage. Now, Rast slept for 20 years because DJ ran out of goddess juice. Goddamn Charon, luckiest man in this game. So energetic. I did not have Rihanna and Luciella being Charon's side hustle on my bingo card today. This is great. Too good.
はい、カイロン様。
つまんない。カイロンはいつもサロメにばっか。つまらない。
サロメ、昨日の洗礼
ありませんでした。
では問おう。
すべてが沈み始めた。
その終わりはどこへ向かう。
その終わりが行き着く先は虚無です。
まあ、サロメ、役割を忘れるな。
夜の福音書の
よくわかっているな。だが深淵の彼方から溢れ出す声をこの世界に行き渡る夜の福音書はそして偽りの新
たな救いカイロン
すべては夜のリアンナは
それはもちろん夜の福音書に書かれている通りならリアンの毎日が楽しくて甘いキャンディーのなる木美味しいスープが流れるこれでずっと一緒だよ。嬉しいリアンナ。
そうするためにやるべきことがある。
もちろんですカイロン。リアンナたちがすべきことは夜の福音滅亡の奇獣ね、それを成し遂げるための聖戦であり
いいだろう。
かしこまりま
そして
またあれ
行ってきますサロメ
She's like so full of energy.
リアンナ
こんなに静かにしてどこ行くの逃げようとしてるのかな。
逃げません。
まあカイロンが不審者たちを処分しろって命令したから。
私に尻尾はありません。
そうおかしいの。サロメのお尻の間についてふわふわ。
そろそろ使命に集中してください。カイロン様のお言葉通りなら。
おかしい。自分たちを救ってくれるっていうのにさ。救いを約
通訳。
サロメ今へえ不審者見つけた。
Okay, that's great. Desktop wallpaper saved.
An enticing lure will always be reliable. What should I do? Coming.
Release mana. Unleash
My power.
I told you, this is mine.
All is done.
Now.
Pow, pow.
Shall we? You'll regret facing me. How dare you?
Here we go.
The evasion on these things is annoying.
You don't realize I've got you in the palm of my hand. Please help. Really?
Will you help me?
Hurry over.
Dead. She can be used there, Ilias, Nox, but not really. I mean, she can be, but she's not insane.
怖い？それとも悲しい？その表情はどういう意味？痛み？それとも恐怖？それとも快感？
一体何を
残念だけど今日の標的なの。逃げ場はないと先に宣告しておく。
Dude, check out the stance on Luciella there. Her ready stance is fire.
避けるのはやめてください。
あなたはあれどうしてあれ
Hurry up and pass out. All right. Oh, whoops. I went all the way out there, didn't I? Ooh. This has potential. So far, I'm digging the story, guys. So far, this is really good.
ふむ、ここがルネグレイブの聖書のようね。本格的な聖書ですのね。
Pushke.
Did they fix it? I think so. When I booted up the game, there was a patch, so I'm assuming they fixed it.
進みはどうだ？
計画通り。
順調にか。そうであっ。
間違いなく。そうなるでしょう。
So, who is Psyche, and is this going to be a new unit?
失礼します。ああ、ただし、闇へと向かう力。
すべて順調に、その言葉通りにならなければならない。
人が多すぎる。ごった返して騒がしくて頭痛い。リアンナは
言ってしまいましたね。
いや、ここで騒ぎを増やす必要は。
わかりました。
ようやくそれらしい聖書。
それらしい聖書。
サロメ。
申し訳ありません。ではそろそろ信徒たち。
サロメ、執行官の義務を忘れないように。そして
また我々の魂と
おお、ここが奇跡が起きる礼拝堂、ルネグレイブの礼拝堂。
Sanctum where miracles happen.
ものすごい異様ですね。こんな小さな礼拝堂であのところで黒のあの奇跡を起こされたという司祭様ですよ。最悪に襲われたルネグレ。
声を。その代わりに
皆様ご静粛にお願いします。
Why'd they put a bag over Salome's head?
表されましたね。
サロメ執行官様。
ああ、
失礼しました、執行官様。見えなくなって。
昼間でも礼拝堂は暗いです。
はい。
そしてすべての夜。
もう行かれたから。びっくりした。おい、さっきあれだ。い
They're
や、
very jumpy.
あの方の顔で
見たよ。大理石の彫刻のようにな。
制約ラスエクレールに似ているじゃないですか。
今日も頭痛がひどいな。
Rass's sister. Okay, guys. We're gonna take a second to do something here. Because I need to know Okay, no porque no los dos. You gotta pick one. Let me know what you guys think. We'll pack an Arby with us here. I'm just gonna take the same team, I think. Yeah. Until we run into something that stops us. I had to leave one in there for the husbando lovers. Yeah, no, I'm not putting a kid in there under a who is hotter poll. You can fuck right off with that. Ludwig.
の礼拝堂の神聖さ。とにかく
今執行官。
わしが何。
I know it's a story about a corrupt priest and all that, but come on.
司祭様。
ちょっと。
So this is Rihanna. She's the one with the red bow. She's got long hair and a more outgoing personality. This is Luciella. She has got the blue butterfly bow, a little more quiet, a little bit more reserved, a little more ASMR to her with the short hair. And this is a faithful devotee. Probably die in the next episode.
すみません。
話があまり通じてないみたい。
そんなつもりじゃ。私はたださっき礼拝堂で出会った
無礼者か。
カイロン？
This is so good. Hang on. This might be a thumbnail.
その話
They're finally doing good stories back to back. Yes, the new writers they have hired are goated, and whatever they're paying them, they need to pay them more.
私は面識もないものですが、執行官のサルメ様に無礼なことを話していて。
無礼なこと。
そうだ。彼らは信仰という堅固な骨に響く。
不審です。
I don't know yet, Aqua. I guess we'll find out. Usually the story lets you play the new characters in advance a little bit, but we'll see.
引き起こすのはまさに彼らは傲慢な蛇であり、行け、サル。言ってやるべきことを。
仰せのままに。無礼者は傲慢。
ルネグレイブの執行官。
不信者。
Blasphemer, arrogant serpent, seed of the end, rider of ruin, worm that gnaws as the rope of salvation distributor. Oh my god. As the rope of salvation. Oh great, now the floor's all sticky again.
There's no use fighting it. You've already been reeled in. What should I do? Coming. Can you hold out for more?
Check your mailbox, Zorback. See if they're in your inbox.
Answer my call.
I told you. This is mine.
All is done.
All is done.
Now. I'll hurry over. Entertain me, please.
You'll regret facing me.
50% damage will be better when Daydream Joker is involved, but the 10% damage node will probably be better. I don't know, 50%'s...
What should I do?
You gotta gear around 50%. The 10%'s just free. But that 50% crit damage boost is gonna make Daydream Joker pop off like never before.
Spell. Destroy all.
An enticing lure. Will always be reliable.
All is done. How dare you?
You punched my Bologna. Punched my Bologna, you'll stand for that? I didn't think so. Yeah, we already reviewed the balance patch. You can go check the VOD, or I'll have a video up on it here a little bit later today. Just so you guys understand how Daydream Joker works, let's say the boss has 400,000 health. Daydream Joker does 3% additional damage. So you're going to do an extra 12,000 damage with Daydream Joker. But if you have 350 crit damage, that scales this up. So you actually do 42,000 extra damage. If you get that up to 400%, now you do 48,000. It's like an extra 6,000 damage every single attack you do against that high health boss. So crit damage scales into Daydream Joker crazy well. That's why we always harp on maxing your Daydream Joker and then pushing crit damage in hunts. Daydream Joker's not additional damage? No, it is not additional damage. It is raw, added to your existing damage. Pursuit generally scales off of stats or the attack itself, not the damage dealt. Additional damage usually scales off of some other factor like your attack or a flat fixed amount, and crit damage and Daydream Joker don't impact that. Fene scales with both. The more injured she is, the more her damage does, and her HP is directly, or her HP is kind of like attack for other units. Her HP directly impacts her damage, and her injury scales it up. So the answer is yes. Yes to both. Now, we usually don't find that out until the day before the maintenance, Crazy Bird. Oh, did we already find out? Well. Death Dealer Ray, Sirmia, and Commander Pavel. Okay. Okay, stage done. Oh, heroes need selected. Okay. Oh, what are we doing here? All green enemies. Okay, so let's just stick with what was working, right? Let's take in Baloney. Let's take in Vivian. Don't spoil the fight, but is this one of the fights that people are struggling with? Because if this is one of the fights people are struggling with, I'll try to do it with free units rather than just bursting it through. No? Okay. Then I'm not going to care. Ah. Because, you know, I just want to make sure. The hard ones are on 3 and 4. Gotcha.
俺はここまで来た理由が人間の体になってからは仕方ない。とりあえずアルキーどこだ
Where's Arky?
ご主人、本当に大丈夫やろ
I miss Arky in the story.
白髪のおじいちゃんじゃあるまいし、やたらと物忘れをするのはおかしい。
白髪なのは合ってるけど。
でも、ラス様、近いうちに図書館のような場所に立ち寄って。
そんなに心配しないで、メル。もし体に異常があれば、それにアルキーもいる。アルキーはああ見えて、俺が眠っている間、ずっとそばにいて、本当に状態がおかしければすぐにタルトの匂いがするわよ。
Arky survived for 20 years just eating snacks.
気づいてくれるな、アルキー。
Brass is having trouble with his service animal.
アルキー様も少しお疲れのようですし。
そうしよう、メル。イゼラは世界樹と出会ってからもずっと移動し続けていたし、この機会にゆっくり休みながらこれから。
巡礼者たちが通る道が騒がしい。先に道を整えてこちらの道も整備していただくよう。屋根だけをどうにか直した元の私たちの村だったら。礼拝堂に戻ったらハイロン様。あれここはルネグレ。
She's having some issues here.
奇跡があなたは彼に囚われた壊れた人形。違う、そんなはずない。いくら待っても制約は来ないよ。救いなんてない。そんなはずない。
You don't realize I've got you in the palm of my hand.
Release mana.
Yeah, remember she was brainwashed by Charon, so I'm assuming the Phantom one is the manifestation of the brainwashing. She's trying to shake it off, and it shows up to a reminder that Ras isn't coming and reestablish the brainwashing.
How about this?
Destruction. Answer my call.
I'm sorry. I have been waiting. Grant us mercy.
All is done.
Now!
I'll go.
I'll hurry over.
Oof.
Can you hold out for more?
Does Salome need a buff? Ivana. Okay, quick straw poll. Does she really have a tiny hat, or is she just massive and the hat's normal sized?
ところであの人、どこかで見た気がする。聖杯を運ぶ巡礼者。
What hat?
私が修道院にいた間に新しい修道院でもできた。それとも私が修道院を出てもう1年、きっとこの道なぜだか彼女についていけばいいという。そこのあなた。
You are the breaker of false vows. Have one dark hero team, have one warrior on the team. I mean, kinda got that already. Oh, I don't get to pick. Never mind, never mind. Remember, Gautama, the way that damage stacking works on this, it's multiplicative, not additive. So you start, the more increased damage things you start adding, the more it starts to water out. That's why we use destruction set in Rift instead of a rage set, because you get more value out of the stats than you get out of stacking the damage buffs over and over and over again. I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying be careful about situations where you're like, I will use Rage Set, and I will use Caladra, and I will use Torrent, and I will use it. You start to get diminishing returns.
気配が全く感じられなかった。軽く近づいちゃいけない。会っちゃダメ。ここでは。
カイロン様、私遅かったですか？すみません。来る途中で変な声を聞いて。
Salome's really good, guys. If you're a new player, I recommend you do not spend your mystics on her yet. Wait and see. Give her about another week for people to pan out, but I think once people start drafting her not like idiots, we're going to see some good things out of her. But just in case, the banner's 3 weeks long. Give her a little more time to cook. People said DN was trash the first week. People said Iseria was trash the first week. Give her time.
私にはその濁った心が見える。不安になっている。答えろ。
Charon's new sprite looks freaking awesome.
敵は誰だ？
敵ですか？
Oh, plenty of people are, Zeep.
本当の敵だ。目の前で口を開け。牙をむき出しにしているお前の敵。その刃先が向くべき本当の敵は。
I think she is situationally broken, much like Monarch Iseria.
救いを約束しておきながら果たさなかった卑怯な偽善者です。
Man, they do look alike, don't they? Like a lot alike.
聖なる約束の継承者ラスエクレール様
やはり完璧。
レシピ
自分を形作っているものが。
肉体と
いや違うな。お前は人間の姿をそれらしく。お前を形作っているのは腐りきった泥。
Damn.
お前は黒い福音書を広める黒い聖杯の執行官であり、制約の継承者を失墜させる。さあ、もう一度答えろ。お前の名前は何だ
？Shit.
名前は
そうだ。お前の名前を言ってみろ。できるだろう。
私は
You're not wrong, Azeron.
お前の名前は何だ？
サロム。私は黒い福音書の随従者にして黒い聖杯の刃、星の呼び声に背きこうして戻ったあなたのしもべです。
サロメ、お前の敵は誰だ？
私の敵は偽りの制約、偽善の継承者。
The air of hypocrisy.
カイロン様、どうぞお言葉を。ここで拝聴しております。
よくやったサロメ。今こそお前を試練にかけた存在を打ち砕き消し去れ。
はい。
Quite slow.
Salome good for hunts. She's good for some of the higher hunts. She's not good for Banshee or Wyvern, but I think for Azamanic, for what do you call it? Katie's and maybe Gollum, she can be used there, but the other two not really.
I'm still standing.
Where did Charon find the discarded divinity of Ross? Charon's eternal, he's immortal, and he survives the remaking of the world, so he's very aware of all of the changes that have happened. So maybe he scraped it off the field after the Archdemon killed him, but before DJ reset things. Must defend against enemies' powerful attacks. Who are we copying? Let's copy Ludwig.
You have been saved.
Let's begin. I can see your weakness.
Go Shield.
There was never a place for you to belong in this world.
To you the knight's blessings.
Okay, we can't kill Ross here. Ross is just going to S1. So let's heal up because we're a little bit hurt. So let's copy DN.
Offer your soul.
I will guide you through the light.
And barrier up, or let's just put on some Penres.
Evils be punished.
You called for me?
Daughter, sister, sure.
I dedicate my body to Migrase.
Let my guard standing. A simple task.
Hurts. To you the knight's blessings.
Let my guard down. Just
Okay, that's pretty easy.
rest.
残っていた自我のかけらまで全て砕けを彼女に似た顔でサロメ自分で
はい、カイロン。さっきまで頭が割れそうなほどいたん。よこしまなものに惑わさ。カイロン様。
ああ、もうすぐ目が出そうだな。ニグラシルが
私たちの願い、完全なる世界、楽しみにしています。
All right, on we go. A black grail.
「外宇宙の知識で作り出された存在を堕落した継承者と呼ぶとは。
Click the recipe. Aw, I miss lore. Boo. Can I see it here?
まったくサローメ、お前は侵食の世界中ニグラシルの導きにより再び目覚めた強い絶望とルネグレイブが最悪に襲われた時、
彼はそこにいませんでした。しかし制約の継承、風に乗ってやってきた真っ黒な獣魔獣たちの歪めが鳴り響くたびに20年もの長い眠りか。
それなら私がお前を導く。目を覚ませ。そして
さっきの
Hey, Ivana's back with her little hat that nobody noticed.
周りが騒がしすぎて蒸気なんであれ、そう、私には関係ない。私分かってる。私一人ではあの怪しいや、それはできない。目的地からは少し外れることになるけど、私も
Okay, chapter 1, banger. Loving it. Oh, what have I missed? There was a hat? I had no idea. Okay, let's go check out that gear we got. Surely this will roll insane, right? Okay, just hit speed again and we're good. Hit speed with all the rest of these or it's trash. We got to do it again, even though everybody knows where this roll is going. Oh, actually, it's not good, but some PvE unit's going to enjoy it, I guess. Maybe, kind of, sort of. I have no idea where the... Biblis banger? Absolutely not. Way too slow for Biblis. Well, I could put it on my slow Biblis, though, you know? I could put it on my slow Biblis. Alrighty. Guys, I have to go take a piss again, so I'll put on some music for you, and we'll be back here in just a moment. Oh, meanwhile, you guys can appreciate Iseria. All right, guys, we be back. All right. No, I didn't read the book. Joe was too slow telling me to read the book. I don't suppose... Can we read... Okay, hang on. We can go and read it in the journal, right? Oh, god damn it. Archdemon Core. A special substance refined from the bodies of 6 fallen archdemons. Divinity, a special power imbued with the supreme love of the goddess Diche or a deity of equivalent stature. Soul, a vessel capable of enduring deep despair or emotional similar intensity. The core extracted from the remains of the archdemon is mixed with the divinity abandoned by the air of hypocrisy. Dude, Charon really went out and collected some stuff after the end of episode 6 before Diche hit the server reset button. The bitter sense... I do not have time to talk to you right now, Martin. The bitterness and scent of a failed salvation are blown away, lightening the divinity which is then infused. The soul of the vessel and sacred profane mixture prepared. Follow the instructions of the Black Gospel. Nyx. Oh, Nyx. You know who Nyx is? That is a fucking reference. People that weren't around in 2019 aren't going to catch that name. Nyx, Varus, and Fastus were the 3 principal members of the Dark Nebula in the Celestial War. That's dragging some serious old lore up. The key to this process is the need for passionate, profound emotions, pure, unwavering. I gotta screenshot that. I need to show that to Sue. Once all the synthesis procedures are completed, despair is doubled and divinity corrupted, giving birth to an heir of the new era. Precaution: the stronger the mind, the more precious things are consumed. Very cool. Dude, it was worth it just seeing Nyx's name in there. All lore unknown. Go check out that video. It's a banger. Okay. Time is it? Holy shit, it's already 1. I don't know. We're going to get to chapter 3, guys. We'll do chapter 2 now. We might have to do chapter 3 tomorrow. Just a fat cat. Take out the fat cat part.
Meru, 急いでいるみたいだし、道を開けてあげよう。でも、そんなに城門が閉まるまでは。
She seems to be in a hurry, but wait, let's delay her and ask her where she's going.
行列に並ばなきゃいけなくなるんです。
聖地巡礼。聖地巡礼に行列ができる。 まずはイゼラに戻って。
はい。ラッサはこちら。
運が良かったな。ん？いや、それより。
おい、聞いたか？
おい兄貴、いくらなんでももう。いやだからよ、この耳で
はとこのおばさんの
もうそれほとんど。ああもううるせえな。とにかく
ただならぬ噂が聞こ
え。なんかルネグレーブって場所の噂ばっかりある。
アルキご飯をあげていないと思われそうだ。
ラッサマ、隣の
あの黒の司祭は神としか言いようのないほどの剣能。
神の剣能か。
魔獣の最悪で廃墟になったルネグレーブを再建し、神の声を広めて奇跡を起こし、死者を蘇らせた。
本当にどれもただならぬ噂ばかりだ。メル、
Kairon always could raise the dead, like in the way a necromancer can raise the dead.
まだ何も言ってないんだけど。
心ですが、
お願い？
今のラッサマ
Yeah, raised as a dust walker.
昔のようにどうか。
わかったよ、メル。お前を
ご理解くださり。
本当は一人で行くべきなんだろうけど、メルがそこまで言うなら無理する。
Arky spazzing out in the background's great.
メルの言う通り、自分で神聖を捨てた以上、慎重に動くべきなのも確かだ。でも、こんな時に呼び出せるくらい一人いた。
ラッサマ、
適当に呼び出せるくらい暇で、旅についてこられるくらいこんなことしてる場合じゃないな。すぐに連絡を入れよう。イゼラの近く。
突然連絡してきたかと思えば、いきなり招集令
で。Hey, it's Ludwig.
まったく、今すぐそちらへ向かうのは難しいので、途中で行き違うと困るので、イゼラにある波の歌という店で待っていてください。
思ったより返事が早かったな。それに今はデュセル。
危うく行き違いになる。
さあ、旅でもしていたのかもな。
とにかくルートビヒの言う通り、イゼラにいればいいってことある？
うわ、押すなって。
イゼラ特産の今
よし、とりあえず向かうか。やっぱりそう思うか。怖いくらい俺が少し席を外していただけと。それに俺たちを尾行してる厄介なのもいるな。アルカサス、お前が出るほどじゃなさそうだが。
分かったアルキーは
Too soon, Nacho.
Release mana. Unleash my power.
I told you, this is mine.
You'll regret facing me.
What should I do? Here we go. Oh, so cool.
I despise everything boring.
How dare you?
Now. There's no use fighting it. You've already been reeled in. I'll hurry over.
Will you help me?
Coming.
大した強さの答えじゃなかったみたいだな。
おかしいですね。それとも。
それともまさか。できるだけこの周辺を片付けながら波の歌へ向かおう。ルートビヒも継承者だし、この状況は伝えないと。
メル ルカサス様がいらっしゃ
ここが波の歌ってさ。
ルートビヒ様は賑やかな場所を好まれないでしょ。イゼラ特産のカラーマスミ
なんだよ。
イゼラ特産のカラーマスミ
ご注文一つ入りました。
Arky's making me freaking hungry.
のやつ勝手に注文するなんて。財布は
お二人とはいえアルキー様が。
メル、とにかく
キュキュ
アルカサスに旅費を食い尽くされる前に。
そうなる前に私が止めます。
こんにち。
この豚もう食うのやめろ。
この悪いご主人、話アルキーを。
嘘つくなアルキー。俺が
クロム帰ろう。
見ないうちに。
Yay! Look at Crom Cruise!
随分と格が落ちたものだな。
I love Crom Cruise! Holy crap! Look at him!
お二人とも。
お、待ってたよルートビヒ。
逃げ損ねた。はあ、まさかそんな理由だ。
そうはよ。適当に呼び出せるくらい暇で旅についてこられるくらい頑丈なやつって。
突然連絡が来たから何事かと思った。
If I known of this, I would have ignored you.
こんなところまで来て。
文句を言いながらも随分早く。
素直じゃないけどとにかく助かったよ。来てくれて。それとクロムクルスも見ない間になんだか。
大きな体では制約よ。元気そうで何よりだ。
ルートビヒが？
違うって。僕もイゼラへ来る途中でイゼラ周辺でアンデッドが増えている。
Okay, 3 more heroes. No progression heroes. Everybody survives. Okay, we're just going to do the same thing again. Vivian, because you're awesome. Bologna, because you're entirely responsible for me actually playing this game today. And... you know, we'll just go Flan. Normally I'd take Ruel as a safety net for the everybody needs to survive, but we'll just try to burst it down.
Iseria へ向かう途中、不吉な気配を感じ、中にはやけに必要なやつもいて、避けようと今思えば妙なんです。
周囲にそいつ
アンデッド兵士をいいえ、いませんでした。影の王が
If the King of Shadows. That's a new title.
クロムも一緒。
なるほどね。聖地巡礼で騒がれている裏で、偶然にしては。
It's too much of a coincidence to be a coincidence.
もちろん。にしてもルートビヒなんだか積極的だね。
こういう事件を見て見ぬふりをすると。
まあよく知ってるよ。ところでルートビヒ、旅でもしていたのかい？連絡を入れたのはデュセルの。
ああ、はい。
知らぬ世の月光。
どうやら僕が覚えていない頃の話に関わっているようで。
ああ、そうだったの。そういえば俺何も知らないままでいられたの。謝りたいけど、
誰かが生き残っていたら
やっぱりひざまずこう。ルートビヒ。
ラッサマ。
メル、止めないでくれ。
どうやら探していた相手の方から出てきてくれたようですね。ひとまず殺さず生かして調査しましょう。
Watch Ludwig closely when he runs. He's got one of the coolest run animations. He floats while his shadow runs.
An enticing lure will always be reliable.
Is it time for magic?
The greatest magic.
You, the greatest magic.
Can't you handle this? All is done. How dare you?
But I'm still on vacation. Here we go. Oh, so cute.
I will do my best.
Go.
Very interesting. Destruction. Answer my call.
You need a summer Mercedes for reasons. What could those reasons be? Leave Ludwig alone, you monster.
What I can do.
Hit him with the chair.
Disappear.
Nice crits, Ludwig.
You'll regret facing me. All is done.
Kindly, I told you. Get out of here. This is mine.
I've been waiting for
Will
this
you help
moment.
me? Coming.
Can you hold out for more?
こいつらクロムクルスだ。
確かにそうだな。
Tom Cruise got ripped for this role.
取った猫って。
どう見ても調査できる状態じゃなさそうだし。メル。
はい。数は多かったですが。
不思議。
これほど弱いのに。どうしてたとえ本能だけが残っている本能で動くなら普通はなのに。
なるほど。計画通り生かしておくことはできなかったけど、この死体だけ。多分この近くに。
あそこだ。ご無事ですか？僕たちがお手伝いします。
悲鳴を聞いて駆けつけましたが、お怪我はないようですね。よかったです。
たまたま通りかかったので、最近襲撃される旅人が多いって聞きましたか。さあ急ごう。アンデッドが出た場所はすぐに汚染されるからね。
Yeah, definitely not suspicious.
どいていただけますか？
ちょっと待ってくれ。あれは。
浄化は完了しました。では、お気をつけてお帰りください。
もうすぐ日が沈むので。
That's a good fan theory, Nacho. We'll have to see.
夜はこれからですから。
Death by Snoo Snoo.
あ、メル、こっち。
メル。はい、ラス様。私はそれほどところで。
昨日遅くまで何か調べるって言って旅の前に無理するのは良くないってのに、これから戦闘の準備もしなきゃいけ。
そう。
俺間違って。
どうでしょう。
好きになってきた？
いらっしゃいませ。メニューをお持ちしますね。ちょっと待ってください。もちろんです。ちなみに今日のおすすめはなんと今日の明け方に私エステルが収穫したご自分で収穫されたアルキーの分も一つ追加ある。お飲み物はどうされますか？エステルのおすすめはこれです。アイスショコラショー。甘くてほろ苦くて
Great googly moogly.
アルキー様の分まで。はい、ご注文ありがとうございます。隣の方ってもしかして彼氏さんですか？
Ice chocolate chud.
びっくりさせちゃいました。カップルセットで注文するとお得なんですよ。
エステル、またやらかしたく。食べるのに困ら。
エステル。
本当にすみません。カップルセットはでもあの子はあんまり気にす。いらっしゃいませ。
うん、そうだね。明るくて元気で見ていて気持ちがいい。
お待たせしました。それからこれは私からのサービスです。こんなにお気遣いだ。受け取ってもらわないと今日ぐっすり眠れ。こんにちは。じゃあ私はこれで失礼しますね。皆さん。ところでラスさん、髪色もそうだけど、まあそんなはずない。波のような銀の髪にサファイアみたいな瞳、山のようにどっしりした肩と。いらっしゃいませ。はい、夜通し周りが。そうなんですね。ご注文はいつものでいいですか？ありがとう。
おいエステル、何やってんだ。
今エステルさん私が口をはい。マスターがエステルさんを厳しく叱りすぎている。いえいえ、マスターは口はちょっと悪いですけど本当に感謝してもしきれ。私イゼラに出てきたばかりの時に詐欺に。そんな時仕事をくれて面倒を見て。エ
ステル。
もちろん時々ああやって怒鳴られること。それよりイバナさん、私これ今日黄色いリンゴを積みに森へ行く途中、常連さんたちに配ろうと思って持ち歩いてた。あれ、お花。いえ、本当に久しぶりで誰かが。ありがとうございます。どういたしまして。準備できたらすぐにお持ちしますね。焼きたて。
How's the lore going? Really good. The story's been great so far.
常連さんに配るために買ったんじゃ。
そうなんですけど、でもまあこれから常連さんにな。それでは皆さんごゆっくり。
いいんだか悪いんだかよくわからない。あの子は芯が強そうだ。
今日せっかく早起き農場を手伝ってた時はよし。
Oh, this is one of the grid floors, right?
マスター、おはようございます。
エステル、新メニューを開発中なんだ。
何か一つ？
そりゃあ、どんなメニューにするか。
それって冗談。
言うまでもない。香りと味を。
新鮮なそ
ってことは
新鮮なそ。
そうだ。
新食を提供するのにかかる。
それはマスターっていつも実践で大事なの。よし、今日も私の。
All right. Cute young master. Sniffa sniffa. Gather some flowers. Okay, give gift to Ross? Sure.
昨日ご来店のお客さん。
おはよう。
ということで。
花か。
いえいえ。やっぱりも。
なんか誤解してる気もするけど。
And to Mercedes.
こんにちは。 しました。これ謝罪だなんて。それからこれはアルキーさんの分です。アルキーの分までくれるなんて感動ある。もちろんですよ。
Yay, Arky's happy.
喜んでくれると。
And we gotta give one to Ivana for reasons.
イバナさん、今日はコーヒーの代わり。まだ撮油が残っていますね。お花言葉は今日の幸運。ありがとうございます、エステルさん。
And 1, 2, cute master.
かわいい坊ちゃん。お花一輪。
なんだ花。
あら、早く大人になっちゃった。
Did Ludwig actually don't you know who I am here?
そんな怒らないで。このお花の
まあ。
Flutterbys.
嘘。超追いかけるのに夢中になって。でも私エステルはきっとこの辺り。
Not sure if you're running Singelica, you don't need Tachi at all. Singelica gives you the attack buff, so just run Camilla. No Tachi needed.
そんな気がするんだよね。
You can also run Salome with her skills off. You could run Archdemon Shadow with her skills off. That's even more dual attacks.
香ばしいハーブと木の実が入ってたんだっけ。ここなら。
I didn't pick them gently enough. Yikers. Should we fight the beavers? Where's the other chest? Can't get to there yet, okay. Hold still.
Ow! Ouch!
Hey, Nayuda, thank you so much for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you. Obtained a fruit. Yeah, I don't think I want any of what's going on over here, guys. Meanie.
You dare!
Yeah, say Super Saiyan Bear.
Think lightly of a country girl. Ow! Not a chance. Here's a little cheer up.
Unfortunately, it's doing arena. Unfortunately, it's doing arena. Make sure you buy them from the normal shop with silver transmit stones every week, too. Glowing object. Who wants honey? How do I farm riposte set? You gotta do Rift. It's the only place to get it. I would recommend you farm Rift until you get a handful of riposte set pieces, and then you level them to plus 15 straight away and immediately transmit them to get some cubes, and then use blue boxes, because farming Rift sucks. What piece should I farm in Astral Forge? You should look at your most used units, and then look at whatever pieces of gear they have that aren't quite good enough, and then farm that, and then get that. Why didn't I talk about Estelle? We talked about Estelle like tons on Wednesday. I'll do a video about her later. I haven't put one up yet. I got the raw recorded. I just haven't put it together yet. Estelle, you are amazing today. First, let's go get this chest. Because I am a loot goblin. We cannot leave a chest unopened. Okay, now what do we gotta do? Eliminate hornets, you got it. Mash. More hornets, more hornets. Yeah, Arby and P Flan look really good. And I think people are sleeping on C-Dom. I think she's gonna be nutty. Yeah, they're changing one of the imprint circuit nodes to makes absolute resistance gone. So you'll need to up your effectiveness for that to work. You'll need to have the same effectiveness that the opponent has effect resistance. Okay, what next? Harvest honey from beehives. I guess these things are beehives? Uh-oh. Oh, nostalgia. It's the Juleave Council.
Ow! Ow! Ouch! I'll protect you! Back off! Or else... Was I too harsh?
The mosquitoes.
It's my turn, right?
Which one's the right one? This one?
Let's all give it our best!
Ah, it's the front one. One with the target debuff. Always target the one with the target buff.
Can I give it a swing? Got a good feeling today. No more holding back. All in a day's work. I'll protect you as if. I'll share some of my courage.
Did we guess right? Nope, middle one.
It's my turn, right? Chance.
What have you missed? The Jewel Leaf Council's back.
Can I give it a swing? Don't you dare! Think lightly of a country girl.
Sweet. I like it, Zion. I mean, it's one and done content. It adds engagement. It's something different than just reading and skip on the side scroller. I'm totally about it. I like that they try new things like this all the time. Cut down trees. Okay. Cutting down trees with a wagon wheel. Holy shit. Run, little bug, run. Don't do it, little spider. Poor Spooter. Followed up butterfly. That's the thing that happens. Dingo would appreciate these ingredients.
その皿はどこから
山道を歩いてたら
エステルイゼラにはな食品衛生法
はい
昆虫の一部は店では使えない
そうなんですね
Wait, I thought I handed the materials to Master.
どうやら新メニューの開発たく仕方ないこれとは別で代わりに
つけですか
できないんだが相手が
Have I looked at the sword in the shop? No, I haven't.
つけの額がとんでもないですね
ああよろしく頼むよちゃんと回収してくれたらはいはい無理すんなよ
Okay, people have been through this. How much longer is this? Because we might have to take a break and re-engage this later because I'm running out of time in my day and I got to get my Friday finished up. Got to get some videos published and we'll play again later tonight. There's a thumbtack in the pocket of my pants. Why was there a thumbtack in the pocket of my pants? That's wild. Like a while? Okay. We're gonna wrap it up here, guys. We will come back and finish episode 6, chapter 2, and maybe a little bit chapter 3. Something fucking in my contact. There we go. Did I give all the ingredients to the chef? I believe so. Let's get a silver chest here. Can you pop into a silver? Nope, that's fine. We take a thing. Some coins. Okay, somebody. You're almost done, but yeah, they're long. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I want to enjoy it. I don't want to feel rushed. To person looking for artifact charm or right side charms early. Alchemist Steeple, always buy these. Right. It's a good chunk here once a week. And also always go into the shop and go into the shop, go to transmit stones, and always buy the charms that are here with silver transmit stones. Forgot all about these. Purchase all Special Mystic Pack 2 and receive a bonus item. You gotta read the fine print. It's not free. You have to purchase the $100 pack, and you can purchase this SOB twice. So you gotta purchase all of it. You gotta spend $200. Then you can get this. It's really tempting to get the, oh, you can't use the, it's really tempting to get this and use that stuff that like narrows the results, right? Just go, just to block out the effectiveness. The stats are so bad though. It's just a speed piece. None of these stats go good together. I was gonna come right out and say it. It's not a good sword. If it was attack, crit chance, crit damage, it might be worth it. If it was HP, effectiveness, effect res, it might be worth it. But a support stat, a DPS stat, and a tank stat, all with a speed stat, none of these stats make sense together. It's only the chance to try to get more speed on it. This is a bad sword. If this rolls anything other than speed, it's garbage. You spent $200 on garbage. Screw that sword. What bait? It's cool as a collector's piece. It's a great way to show, hey, I'm really bad with money. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Come back soon.
All right, guys. It's been a blast, but I got to go get some food because I don't think I've eaten like at all today, and it's 2. So let's raid you guys off. I will try to jump on later tonight, maybe do a little bit of raid and then come back and finish off some E7. At very least tomorrow. But in the meantime, who are we going to raid into today? Yeah, let's all go say hi to Mr. Joe K5. It looks like he is just starting up. So let's go support Mr. Joe. It says stream starting soon. Hopefully it starts very, very soon. E7 Masters tonight. It can go at lowest to 21. No, it can go at lowest to 17. And Red Gear can't. Oh yeah, Red Gear can roll 2s. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth getting. I don't think it's worth getting. All right, guys. Everybody say hi to Mr. Joe K5. I will catch you guys later tonight for the Masters tournament and a little bit more story. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Hit me up in Discord if there's anything you guys need. Otherwise, I am going to go pee and eat. Food. Freaking Arky got me hungry. Have a good time over at Joe's. I'll catch you guys later tonight. Take care, everybody.